When Ubisoft says Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to return to classic AC format, what do they really mean? I know what you guys are all hoping and expecting, and I probably am too. An Assassin's Creed game that fundamentally goes back to its roots. Firstly, gameplay-wise, it plays like it used to. There's social stealth, there's the use of assassin tools, you're actually playing as an assassin for once in a long time. The parkour system is actually challenging, and you can actually get from point A to point B without touching the ground. That's great, that's all what we want. But my question today is Assassin's Creed Mirage going to understand what an Assassin's Creed game originally was? Will it understand its identity, or will it be a game that tries to be like Assassin's Creed and thinks that bringing back certain things will make it that, but it just misses the mark? And of course, I'm going to be going into more detail on what I mean by that in this video. So, by the end of this video, if you do enjoy, then consider pressing that subscribe button to the XR, mate. Yeah, let's go. Assassin's Creed 1, let's start there. That game did the best job when it came down to ideologies, when it came down to the Templars and the Assassins and their beliefs. Both orders' ideologies were flawed, and at the same time, both wanted peace, but just had completely different means of getting there. I believe that Assassin's Creed 1 did the best job of delving into that, delving into what people believe, what they think, questioning themselves, questioning the order, and questioning the tenets that they live by. More than just being an assassin and playing through a really fun game, you were also faced with philosophical questions that actually, I feel, applied to real life when you really thought about it. That was a really big aspect that intrigued me with the Assassin's Creed series to start with. Even though I was a small child when I played the first game, it still intrigued me. I wanted to know more. I've always been one to question things, think about things, and use my mind a lot, I suppose. So when this game posed these questions, delved into these types of things, it captured my imagination, it drew me into the game and then into the series. As well as that, it was so well written, which I think is Assassin's Creed 1's most redeeming quality because of the gameplay being fairly repetitive. For the day it came out, the age it came out, that's understandable, especially it being the first game in the series. But when I play again, I play for how much detail it goes into the order, both of the orders. As well as that, there was a lot of metaphor when it came to the writing. I'm not going to go into too much detail on what that is because that's for a different video, and it will be in a different video that I'm working on. But certain characters would say certain things that if you really looked into it, you could see, oh yeah, I can see why they're saying that, because if you look at things on a grander scale, this ideology fits into that, and it's just so well done. Now, I'm not here to talk about just writing. As well as that, it was modern day. That was done in a way that felt mysterious. You didn't really know what was going on. You were figuring things out along with Desmond. Also, the way the modern day was done, it was made deliberately to feel uncanny, to feel almost like a fever dream, like you don't know what's going on. You're in a weird, mysterious place, and it did such a good job of delivering that. Now, it's not just AC1, AC2 picked things up a little bit, it still went into ideologies, but it was a bit more of a grander story, a bit action-packed, a little bit more like that. Now, it was still done so well, it still had its identity, it knew what made Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed. It wasn't just a flashy hood, a hidden blade, it was more than that. It was what's behind the hood, what's behind the hidden blade, what does it mean to be an assassin, and what does it mean to fight the fight you're in? This is what I want to see in Assassin's Creed Mirage. To me, if it's going truly back to classic Assassin's Creed, to its roots, I expect to see a deep understanding of the Assassin's Creed, a deep understanding of the Templar Order, whether they're called the Hidden Ones and called the Order of Ancients or whatever they're called. I still expect to see and to learn more about the struggle, the fight, the characters, the order, the conflictions they have within their own order, even though they believe in everything they fight for. I want to see inner confliction between characters' ego, personality, their beliefs with their order's beliefs. Do they fully align with what they fight for, or is there a little bit of pushback there? I want to see that, and that is what made Assassin's Creed so good. Obviously, there's more to it than that. What drew me into the series, and what made me keep coming back, and what made me think about it when I wasn't even playing, and what made it be something that was the biggest thing in my life during my childhood, was all of that. The good writing, what made you think. I'm rambling here, but you know what I'm trying to say. As much as I love Unity, and as much as you guys love Unity as well, it was a good game, I won't lie, and I know a lot of people hate it, and that's fair enough. I can see its flaws, and I can understand completely why people hate it. But even though I liked it, it lost identity a little bit, actually fairly a lot. Instead, it decided to be more of a cinematic sort of action-packed story, and that's fine. If you like that, you like that. And I won't talk about gameplay systems and stuff like that in this video, but as much as I enjoyed it, it wasn't as good as the older games when it came to writing, when it came to what a true Assassin's Creed really is. Now again, I can go into much more detail on that, but that's going to be another video for another time. Listen, if Assassin's Creed Mirage is like Unity or something, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be sad and be like, oh, it's not true Assassin's Creed. I might think it's not true Assassin's Creed. And true Assassin's Creed is such an overused term. What does that even mean? I mean, it means what I kind of explained with the, you know, the philosophical aspects, the tenets of the creed, the fight, the characters, everything like that. But let's just say Mirage is like Unity. It plays like Unity, and the story is kind of about assassins, but it doesn't really delve deep into the nuance fundamentals. I don't even nuance fundamentals. What does that even mean? I'm just chatting words now, but you know what I'm trying to say. Let's say it does that. I'm not going to be mad because at the end of the day, it's still a massive step up from what Valhalla, Odyssey, and Origins is. But I am somebody who feels like with games, you're buying a product, you shouldn't have to settle for something that isn't what is promised, is something that is a lesser product than its predecessors. If something isn't as good as you thought it was, you're within your right to be able to criticize that constructively. Not to rag on it, to hate on it, but to give clear points of why you don't like something and how it can improve. That is completely fine. So I am much of that belief. If the game isn't as good as I think it's going to be, it isn't going back to true Assassin's Creed, in my opinion, the way I view that, then of course I'm going to constructively criticize it for what it is. At the same time, if it is something on the level of Unity, okay, it's not going to be anywhere near as good and as true to the series as the older games were, but I'm still going to be much happier playing it than I was happy playing through Valhalla. But I suppose that's all part of the critique. You can say where you're happy in some places and when you're not in others, and that is, again, a video for another day when the game comes out. But let's go back to the main point. Will Assassin's Creed Mirage really go back to a true classic, to its roots, AC game? That's the stuff you got to look at. Gameplay wise, there's all of that, which we've talked about loads, but today I just wanted to talk about a few points that I think make a real, true, to its roots Assassin's Creed game. And it's stuff you got to look into. It's stuff to do with writing, it's stuff to do with the tenets of the creed and all that stuff. If it doesn't have much to do with that, then yeah, it could play like a true Assassin's Creed game. I hate using that term, I really do. I'm going to stop using that term. It could play like an Assassin's Creed game that we all know and love, but will it feel like one? Will it really be one? Or, and I know everybody said this before, but I'm just going to say it anyway, will it be a Mirage? Hey! Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this. Let's get a discussion going. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you have any points to add or to take away from? I don't know. Let's get a discussion going, as I said, and build the community. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Subscribe if you did enjoy this video and you'll stay in the loop with Assassin's Creed Mirage. May the Father of Understanding guide us. I will see you soon. Goodbye.